Back in the day, probably a good 100, maybe 90 something years ago, apparently there was a rumor that this place was up and coming and like there was new jobs in St. Louis. Like more freedom and whatnot. And it's like, I guess my grandpa came down here. Nobody had a cars at the time. I don't know how he got on down here. Well, something about horses. I guess they rode horses or something. A wagon. Who knows? Anyway, all them years, worked so hard trying to get a family and stuff, and no one lives in this town anymore. They're they're thrown out. They're out there. They're anywhere else but here. Barely. Some of them are barely in the county. But I remember we used to have Thanksgiving together and stuff. And I don't know, man. I can't believe it. My mom Thanksgiving before my grandma died. My mom annoyed the crap out of me so much I didn't, because they're dumb crafts. So like, you got all these pictures of my grandma at a Thanksgiving get together, and I wasn't there. That's just great. Like there's nowhere to sit. There's no, I gotta even go over there. That's so sick. They're all sick pieces. I better stop talking crap. Don't talk crap about your parents, or else some girl will show up and try and be your girlfriend or something. And not really. Both at the same time. It's like I'm your friend, I'm your girlfriend. Nope. Wait. Doesn't mean anything. Oh, I love it. And the Facebook. I know the people, they've always thrown rocks at me and yelled at me from cars in this town. But then the Facebook people, they just don't break with tradition, do they? They get mad if you start, trying to make them realize the reality of their situation and the truth. Oh boy. They always do that. They probably do that to anybody they deem an outsider, which is funny because I was born here. It's like so many. It's another thing. Everybody else lives in the other county near the big city, and they're ruling the Facebook. They're, I know they rule the Facebook. It's ridiculous. It's like someone whose parents worked in the factory, which is now some sort of landmark. Like they it's like, well, they don't live in this state, and wah. It's like, but you doofuses are in the other county, like far away, and you make no sense. It's like all they can do is death threats. In this town, nothing but death threats, and nothing productive, and nothing friendly, really. Like, you got Chamber of Commerce, and every city's a big effing lie. Bloop you, mother blooper. That's a byword.